This video will briefly explain how to access local air quality data from Data Works, which is Calderdale Council's open data platform. The video will focus on how to access and engage with the data rather than offer any expert analysis. Okay, to start with, we'll look at some of the terminology you'll need to be aware of in order to understand air quality data. Nitrogen dioxide, PM10 and PM2.5 are all forms of air pollution that can damage our health. As particulate matter, that's PM, and nitrogen dioxide, that's NO2, are arguably the two air pollutants of most concern and are the two monitored in Calderdale, we're going to focus on them. The 10 and the 2.5 in PM10 and PM2.5 refer to different sizes of particulate matter, with PM2.5 being finer particles than PM10. While both sizes can damage our health, PM2.5 are of special concern as they can penetrate deeper into our lungs and have bad effects on our respiratory health. In order to make sense of the local air quality data, we need to know what the air quality objectives are in Calderdale. Here we can see that currently the objective for NO2 is an annual average figure of 40 micrograms per cubic metre. The objective for PM10 is also 40 micrograms per cubic metre. While Calderdale generally has relatively good air quality, there are locations, especially where there are busier roads, where pollution levels are of concern. These are called air quality management areas, and part of Sorby Bridge is one of these AQMAs. The Council's AQMAs have been declared on the basis that annual average levels of nitrogen dioxide exceeded the objective, which, as you know, is 40 micrograms per cubic metre. The air quality data on Data Works shows us data from two types of monitoring. One is automatic continuous monitoring, which is carried out at 3 fixed sites in Calderdale. One of these sites is the AQMA in Sorby Bridge Town Centre. The continuous monitoring station in Sorby Bridge measures NO2 and PM10. Calderdale also undertakes non-automatic passive monitoring of NO2 using diffusion tubes. There are many more diffusion tube sites than continuous monitoring sites, and they aren't fixed. Diffusion tubes can be relocated as the need arises.
Okay, so now we are ready to look at the local air quality information which is available on the Calderdale Data Works platform. You can get to this website directly by clicking on the link which we will post below, or you can do an internet search using the terms Calderdale Data Works, or you can get through to it from the Calderdale Council website, which is what I'm going to do now. Okay, I'm going to the Council drop-down menu, then Data and Information, then selecting Open Data. From the Open Data page, I'm going to the Environment section. Then I'm doing a search using the term air, which will bring up the air quality data available locally. And I'm going to focus on the air quality information for monitoring station number 4, which is Sorby Bridge. And now in the Sorby Bridge station data site, I'm going to look at the air quality dashboard, which shows us the most recent data for the 3 fixed monitoring sites, and it shows the average levels for the last 2 days against the year to date. Okay, so I'm selecting Sorby Bridge and we can see the nitrogen dioxide levels. Then we can look at the PM2.5 levels, which are available for Hebden Bridge and Huddersfield Road, but not for Sorby Bridge. Then we can look at the PM10 levels, which are available for Sorby Bridge, but not the other 2 sites. Then if we scroll down, we can see a timeline for the last 24 hours. Besides the data on the dashboard, each air quality monitoring station has its own extensive set of data files. We're now going to look at the calendar view of 2020 for air quality in Sorby Bridge. So here are the NO2 levels in Sorby Bridge throughout 2020, and you can see from the key on the right how the darker the colour, the higher the level of pollutant. And now we'll go down to the PM10 levels in Sorby Bridge, and here is a calendar view of those. And if you want to go into the data more deeply, you can go into other data files which show the data in grid and graph form. And you can also compare data from this year to data from previous years. Here's a calendar view of 2020, and now we can compare it to the calendar view of 2019. Okay, now we're going to look at the diffusion tube data which is available on DataWorks. So I'm going back to the previous search, and this time I'm selecting diffusion tube data. And from here I'm going to look at the top data file, and this shows us the monthly data for the previous year. I'm clicking on the left hand column because this sorts the tubes alphabetically, and I'm going to scroll down to the tubes which are labelled SB because those are the tubes located in Sorby Bridge. And then once I find them, I can look across for the monthly data, and in the right hand column I can see the bias corrected mean value of that data. So here I've spotted that in January 2019 the SB1 diffusion tube showed quite a high level of pollutant. So I now want to find out where the SB1 diffusion tube was placed. So I can go into one of the data files which are called diffusion tube locations, and there are a few forms of this file. I'm going to click on this one, and again I'm going to go to the left hand column and clicking it to sort it alphabetically. This time I also need to increase the range of records, as there are many records because both discontinued and currently active tubes are shown. So I'm going down to the SB1 record, and I can then see the location of it and its status. From the air quality pages of DataWorks, you can also access the air quality reports, which discuss and assess the air quality data in Calderdale. And these reports include a range of graphics. This table, for example, shows us that whilst the air pollution levels in Sorby Bridge did exceed the objective of 40 micrograms per cubic metre, the air quality has improved and the levels have gone down from 53 in 2006 to 45 in 2019. Thank you for listening. I hope this video helps you find some useful local air quality data.